This is the shelter I was trying to get to last night. Man, I'm glad I stopped where I did because the climb up here was brutal. But they're all brutal anymore. Yes. Virginia is not flat. But I'm gonna have lunch here. And there's no service, so I can't call. Haven't had service for several hours now. But it's so peaceful. Get a gentle breeze. No bears today yet that I know of. So, just gonna have lunch. This is the peaceful trail this morning. Bird sounds and wind. Isn't it beautiful? Stayed at Spur shelter last night. And I didn't get a picture of it because we got off on a conversation about the horribleness of CAFOs and slaughterhouses. And was just making me sick, some of the opinions. So I didn't linger. I expressed my viewpoint on for the welfare of the animals and moved on. Don't know that my opinion would ever make a difference, but somebody's got to speak up for the animals. Anyway, it's just beautiful, peaceful, and serene here so far. And I know that it's just a little tease because coming up in just a few tenths of a miles soon, is a steep mountain for, I think it's 1.5 miles, maybe 2. Somewhere between 1 and 2 miles. It's probably 4. It won't look like it's just really steep. But then it's downhill on the other side. I want to make it to Niday shelter today. It's like 18 miles from the Spur shelter. Basically, I'm chasing water. There's water in 4 miles, and then there's not really a reliable source of water until that shelter, according to Gut Hook. So that's what I'll be doing, hoping for the best. The blisters on my feet are really healing, so they're not nearly as painful as they've been, and you know, they weren't that painful anyway. So hopefully I can speed up and get through this. So we'll see, because I have to get to that grocery store, and there's also a discussion on how to pronounce it. Catawba. I've been going Catawba, but other people said maybe it's Catawba. So I don't know. I'll just ask at the grocery store when I get there. It's still a couple days away, but the food situation will get, well, it'll be fine. I just may be having peanut butter for breakfast and lunch on the last day. You know, I will have food, I'll have calories, but I won't have traditional breakfast fare. It's all good. This shale rock here is so dangerous. Just one little slip, it moves. They just slip and slide. I fell yesterday because of that. Lay on top of each other and you just slide. Don't like this. Oh, I wish. But, yep, that's the way it is on the trail. You just never know. Pretty woodland stuff this morning, very easy to walk on. And then this stuff that just is scary. But it's still, you know, woods and peace, forest and birds. You just gotta watch your feet all the time. It is beastly hot today. You can see in the shadow. I pulled out my umbrella, and it is so much nicer to be under an umbrella on this beastly hot day when I'm out in these open fields. And they have bugboards here, so I'm assuming in the, well, you can tell by the vegetation, that in the wetter months, it's very wet here. So I'm glad for these little boards. Yeah, the trail maintainers in Virginia are doing their best. They have quite a job. My goodness, the terrain is so varied, and I know the vegetation grows quickly. So, and you know, it's not like it's a paid position, I don't think. I don't know, I don't think so. It's volunteer. So, good on them. I know they're doing what they can. Here's this little bridge. Little precarious walking on this. But see, they are out here doing stuff because there's a new board on this bridge. So, good on you, Virginia. I know it's been a hard year on everybody. But I am so grateful for this umbrella. Stayed at the Sarver Hollow shelter last night, which is 0.4 miles off the trail. And that was a very steep 0.4 miles, you know, because surprisingly, mountains are steep on all sides. At least they put some switchbacks on that side trail, the Blue Blaze Trail, which they haven't done on a lot of the ups, so it's just been straight up. Love Virginia, but man, some of those climbs have been brutal. This is a big rock that I'm going to sit on while I rearrange my pack. I've been packing it one way, and I decided to try a different way this morning, and it's not working, so I'm going to go back to the way I was doing it. Yep, it never gets old. You climb and you climb and you climb, and you get to see this. You're hot, you're sweaty, and just look at this, you know, the contortions underneath all that. Man, what happened? It still just amazes me, and I'm gonna have to go back and do some geology research once I get home. But I don't know. It's just so beautiful, so peaceful. I haven't seen any animals this morning. I've seen insects, other than insects. But I did see some evidence of animals. And oh, just beautiful. I'm amazed. Absolutely amazed. Yep, you see the blaze on that rock. The trail actually goes over. This is the view from the back, and it goes, you're climbing on these rocks. And it's fun, but it's also scary because you can't tell, but it's steep there. But it's fun, and the view is magnificent, as you can see. I'm on a safe spot right now. I'm tucking my camera away on the scary parts because it's scary. Well, I'm standing at the Eastern Continental Divide. To the left, as I'm standing here, is the Gulf of Mexico, and to the right is the Atlantic Ocean. Left, Gulf of Mexico, right, Atlantic Ocean. And I'm gonna sit on this rock here and have a mid-morning snack because calories are important. And I'm not getting enough. I know I'm gonna run out of food today or tomorrow. But I am going to enjoy food now. All right, it's 5 o'clock p.m. and I have set up camp at the stealth site. I just cleared some sticks away, found 2 trees. Ooh, and in the rain, hung up my hammock because I was starting to shiver in the thunderstorm. I was soaked to the skin and freezing. I'm still cold, but I'm going to make a hot meal and then cuddle up in my quilts and try to warm up. I'm still shivering a little. I'll get my puffy on here in a minute, and that'll help a great deal, plus hot food. And then tomorrow, I only have 4 miles to get to a road where I can call a shuttle so I can get everything taken care of. It was cold today. The thunderstorm just... There was a little light rain, and I was putting my rain stuff on the pack and me, and then it just poured. And then it warmed up a little. It stopped and warmed up a little, and then it just kept raining and raining and raining. So now I'm just gonna stay here and hope for the best. I'm just so cold, so I'm gonna get warmed up. People have passed by twice, once without beer in their hands and once with it, so I don't know what's going on down the way, but so 2 people passed by and they didn't see me, so maybe it's the camouflage tent or tarp. Must be doing a good job.